Good morning, students. This is Mrs. Vincent, and I want to talk to you for a couple of minutes about some resources that are going to be useful to you in completing your social studies assignment. We're going to be talking about two research databases, eLibrary and SIRS Discoverer. To access these databases, you want to start from the middle school library homepage, and we're going to click on the link that says Research Databases. Once that page loads, you're going to see several icons. The two that we're going to talk about are eLibrary and SIRS Discoverer. We're going to look at eLibrary first, so you'll just go ahead and click on that icon. And I've already got it open here a second, so we can go right into it more quickly. This is what it will look like once you click on that icon. Very basic search screen. The first thing that I'm going to do is search for the Middle East. Type it in, click on search. Take just a second here to process our search. Alright, a couple things that I want us to notice right away. First of all, notice the why don't you try area up here. It's giving us some other ideas of search terms that we might want to use down the road. Because that really is part of research. You know, you try something, see if that term works for you, try something else until you land at the information that you really need. We're going to take a look at our results screen right here. And we have a feature entry here about the Middle East. The first thing that we're going to do is click on Expand this research topic. And then I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. And you're going to see that you've got kind of a brief summary of the Middle East situation. All right. We've got some links over here, background history, modern society, conflicts, oil, etc. We've also got some related links. Again, things that we might want to search for. Okay, we're going to start by clicking on this conflicts, oil, religion, and war. And this is the next screen that you're going to see. And what I want you to recognize is that each of these are links. So here's a chronology of the Middle East conflict. So timeline, what has been going on there over the years? Gulf War of 1991, the Iraq War that started in 2003. So these are all possibilities of things that we might take a look at. All right, so I'll just go ahead and click on the Gulf War link for a minute so you can see what that article looks like. This is a typical article in eLibrary. All right, I'm scrolling. Here's the article information. Okay, I want you to notice here that you can click on that to put it to print view. You could click on this and you could actually email the article to yourself. Show more documents like this are going to give you more documents about the same topic. I'm going to click on the back arrow here a minute. Alright, now if I scroll down, I also have a list of articles that came about as a result of my search for Middle East. Okay, we can organize these search results in a couple of different ways. First of all, there's different ways that we can sort. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sort mine by date so that you have the most relevant article, not the most relevant, excuse me, the most current articles will be at the top of your results screen. The other thing that you can do is specifically look at magazine articles or specifically look at newspaper articles. Okay, I'm going to click on the magazine link, so all the magazine articles will be the ones that I can see first. Okay, so now I've got, I've got some that don't necessarily help with understanding the situation in the Middle East. But I do see a couple here. If Israel were to stand alone, its enemies would swallow it up from this January. So again, I can click on the article. Here's the full text of the article. All right, you can read that. See if there's any useful information for you to complete this particular assignment. All right. If you wanted to change your search, all you would need to do is click back here on search and type in an additional search. Some ideas might be to search for the specific countries that make up the Middle East and see what information that you can find about those. So that's eLibrary. Very easy to use, and I know that you're going to find some really useful information into it. All right, the other database that I want to talk to you about for just a moment is SIRS Discoverer. All right, again, I've got it open here already so we can hop right into it. Okay, the first thing that I would like you to do in SIRS Discover is change to the subject heading search. So go ahead and make sure that the little green button is active for subject heading search. Again, I'm just going to type in Middle East, start with my basic topic, and click search. All right, now as it says, here's a list of subject headings matching your subject search terms. So these are all, think of them as all potential topics that may or may not be relevant to the information that you're looking for. So, I'm looking at some of these, maybe you're really not looking at employee rights or folklore. But I'm looking over here and I'm seeing Islamic fundamentalism, which has a lot to do with the conflict that has existed there, Middle East crisis, all right? And I can look at the next 25 because there are a lot of related topics. All right, and for the purpose of my demonstration, I'm going to click on Middle East Politics and Government. All right, this is what the results screen looks like in SIRS Discover. Each one of these links represents an article. All right, here, instead of giving you potential other search terms, they give you descriptors. If you click on any one of these, you're going to be brought to articles that are about that topic. So let's say that you look at this first article about Syria and conflict, and this is an excellent article. It gives you a nice overview of the host situation in Syria, what the conflict is about, who's fighting and why, how does it connect to the Arab Spring, the greater issue of the Middle East. How has the international community reacted, meaning how has the United States and other European countries been involved? And why is what happens to Syria important to America? So an excellent resource for helping you understand the various conflicts that exist in the Middle East at this time. Again, you can print, okay, you can send it to your email, lots of different ways that you can work with these articles. I'm going to click the back arrow to go to that results list. I mentioned a minute ago that you can use these other subject headings to find other information. Maybe I want to know more about the Arab Spring. I'm going to click on the Arab Spring link. All right, and now I have articles that are fall under that subject heading of Arab Spring. So things about Egypt's uprising, because that's really the first one that occurred and where that original term Arab Spring was used. All right, so eLibrary will be really helpful to you, as will SIRS Discoverer. I hope that you find these resources helpful and that you have a better understanding of how you can use them to complete your research assignment. Have fun researching.